All right, guys, we're back with Edison Format Semi-Finals, or top four at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Ryanide on the left versus Renee on the right, both playing Frog Heroes. This tournament was, 4 rounds of Swiss cut the top four. Both these guys went X1. Looks like Ryan's going first, activates Rhoda. Yes, we got the 2 seed versus the 3 seed, so we get a guaranteed Frog Hero player in the finals. So Ryan summons Stratos, searches Ocean. He's main decking D Prison, which I personally have never liked in Frogs, but I know Ryan likes it. I think he said the Yada, though. I think he's on Yada and Upstart. So Ryan's hand's pretty good, but he searched. Ooh, I wonder if he's on Prodigy, but because he has Kai's, but he doesn't have access to Treeborn. So, okay, here Renee 1-for-1s, discards, and then brings out. Oh, he's on the Instant Fusion. See, I know some people like. I don't like this card because I feel like it's another Prodigy. Actually, I was actually talking to. I remember I was at Weiss's Anaheim and I was talking to Frazier and Silverman about this, and Frazier told me he doesn't like Instant Fusion, and I agree with him because I remember Silverman also entered the tournament and Silverman asked Frazier why they don't play Instant Fusion, and then like Frazier gave a few reasons, and I agree with a lot of what he said. All right, so what is Renee going to do here? I think if you play Diva, then Instant Fusion is better, but if you don't play Diva, it's just like it's only good turn one with Substitute. But everything is good with Substitute. All right, so he goes for the soft. Now here, Ryan can punish him with that brain control. So he spaces, he chains Threatening Roar. Okay, he can't attack. But he's got brain control, and then you can get to your Frog Engine. Yeah. He tributes for Caius, targets the sub, but you can't attack the dupe because of T-Roar. Oh no, I think Ryan. Oof. He's left with Ocean. Yeah, I think Ryan should have brained that Substitute. Yeah, I think he should have. Because you get your Frog Engine, and then you can Caius his dupe. Maybe he forgot that he can't attack because of the T-Roar, but I don't know. I think he should have brain controlled there. Got rid of the sub, pop your Stratos, dump all your frogs. Because right now you don't have your Frog Engine going. You got to get your Frog Engine going. I get it. People like to hold brain control for when you go for game, but me, no. I'm dumping all my frogs. That way, all my draws are good. From like once you dump all the frogs, most of your draws are insane. All right, so he sets. Now he drew. Oh no, Ryan's on 2 D prisons. I get why you like D prison because your opponents never expect it, but nah, I can't run the card. I don't even side it. Like I've never ever sided it. All right, let's see. Is that his back row Yada? I think it is Yada. I could be wrong, but it looked like Yada when he was shuffling his hand. So now he's got Ocean, Wind Control, as my boy D Nasty likes to call it. Double D Prison. Yep. Also, one thing I want to mention, Ryan, I think the reason he's main deck in the Double D Prison is because he's doing like a switch to Hero Beat side deck. So he brain controls the swap, tributes it for dupe, and then hits Renee for 24. Yeah, so they got track of life points, so I don't have to. I always prefer the players make it because it's just more accurate. Like yesterday, I uploaded a hat video, and Robert messed up the life points. See, had I been keeping track, I would have the correct life points, but they messed up. So here, Miracles for Ab-Zero. Renee's left with what, 1 card? Yeah, see, Ryan's got D Prison, and Renee's got, like, depending on what that last card is, do we know what it is? So he prisons the 0. And then he Rhodas. What's that back row? He has not flipped it. I think it's Yada, but he doesn't have Treeborn, so it doesn't matter. So his last card is Rhoda. Okay, this is good for Ryan. You know all his cards now. Okay, Ocean, Deeper. He just drew Caius. Oh, okay, so it is Yada. But see, he doesn't have access to Treeborn. Now, do you set Mirror and D Prison here? Okay, you don't have access to Treeborn. Like, He's probably going to set one or two. I mean, he'd have to top deck. Okay. Summon Ocean. Yeah, I guess you can set two in case he draws MST, but you get punished by heavy, but he has to top deck it. So he tributes for Caius. Oof. Okay, this is not too bad. At least now you know. Now, do you Mirror Force here? And then you have D Prison for the Malicious Edge. Yeah. You don't want to take 42. Yeah, just Mirror Force him. Alright, attack. 24 and 18. So he chooses to prison the Stratos. Now, oh, he drew Miracle, but it's dead. Yep, it's dead. He doesn't have a water. Alright, standby Treeborn. So he can't tribute for Malicious Edge unless if he tributes both his monsters. So he attacks. Yeah, I think you just let it go now. So now Ryan's at 24. Renee sets one. Okay, so that was an okay draw. So he can set Dandy. And space the Mirror Force. But that Dandy kind of saved him. Tributes from, oh, that's game. Yeah, that's game. So what would have happened there towards the end had he just Mirror Forced at, it would have been the same thing, except he would have drawn into space, and it was still game. But again, I think that early game not using that brain control. First of all, Renee could have pre-played Ryan and shouldn't have left the Substance Toad up on the field. Because in the mirror, heck, Ryan's the one who told me this when I first started playing Frogs, that you don't want to leave sub up in the mirror because of enemy controller and brain control. But again, maybe Renee doesn't want to pre-play him in the mirror, but he should have gotten rid of that sub. At the same time, yeah, I think Ryan should have brain controlled. Like, I don't know, he's probably not playing Prodigy, that's why he searched the ocean. I think because he's playing this shift into Hero Beat version, I know Ryan told me he kind of cut down on the amount of frogs he's playing. That way he can do the convert into Hero Beat side deck, which I get. But I think he should have brain controlled that sub and dumped his frogs because he didn't have Treeborn access, and Renee gave it to him, and I think it cost him the game. Yeah, it did. All right, so here comes Swap. Also, he probably should have Mirror Force the Caius and the Zero, and then hold the D Prison for the Malicious Edge. I think Ryan would have still lost, even if he did that, but no, because then he wouldn't have taken as much damage. Yeah, maybe he could have fought out of it. Yeah. Anyways, here he bounces Swap. But yeah, bounces Swap back. Will Ryan pull off the Legacy 2-0 and take Frogs to the finals? Summon Alias, attack. T-Roar. Because I want to talk about T-Roar because I know a lot of people like that in Frogs. See, I just don't like setting it like that. It has its pros and cons when you compare Battle Fader to T-Roar. I guess T-Roar is really good when you already have a Caius up. Like, maybe Renee shouldn't have set it there. And it's also not that good in the mirror match. It's good against decks like Black Wings or even Bayou. But in the mirror, no, that card is not good in the mirror. Because the mirror doesn't really OTK you that much. It's more of a control, like they beat you with, like just advantage. Caius and Ab-Zero. Sometimes they can OTK you, but they have to draw like insane. They have to go like Stratos and have a huge Ab-Zero, but it doesn't happen often. That's where T-Roar really shines. It's like if you're playing as a Vayu deck or a Blackwing, they try to get aggressive, you T-Roar, and if you have a Caius up, then you bounce it back to your hand and then Caius them again. All right, so here comes Miracle from Ryan. And what's in Ryan's hand? Swap, Soul Release, Deprison, Summon, second swap. Yeah, but you can get Regeki Breaked right here. Oh, Karma Cut. Okay, that's gonna turn off your if you draw another miracle. Bounce, swap, pass back to Renee. Now Ryan currently has 7 wins on the channel, while Renee's never won. He doesn't show up that often. But I think the furthest he's ever made it is top 4. So we'll see. It would be his first finals if he does win. He just needs to win one more game. All right. Yeah, these frog mirrors are a little. I don't enjoy playing the frog mirror. I know, like, people hate the Blackwing mirror. To me, the Blackwing mirror is not the worst. People dislike the volume mirror. I don't know. Out of those 3, out of the big 3, which one do I dislike the most? The volume mirror or the... I mean, I would say probably the frog mirror is the one I like the least. Volume mirrors in the middle, and then the Blackwing mirrors. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, if they draw a Whirlwind and you don't, then they're most likely going to win. But you have, like, Icarus. So, yeah, I would say probably the Blackwing mirrors, not that bad. All right, so here comes Swap. So he hits it for 22. What's life? 48. They're both pretty low. So he passes. So it ends with Swap and Dyna. But you get Brain Controlled and Soul Exchanged here. I wonder if Renee sides into Soul Exchange. I mean, you get Soul Exchanged anyway, because he would Soul Exchange your Dyna and then maybe Caius your back row. I mean, siding Dyna is like signing Vanity's Fiend, but again, I think Ryan's doing the convert side deck, so he just drew Yada. I think you just attack if you're Ryan, right? Oh, it tributes for Caius to target the back row. It is T-Roar. Set Yada, pass. Oh, Brain Control, Wind Control, as my boy T Nasty likes to call. See, this is why it's called Wind Control. Oh, he chose the Dyna. So he's probably going to tribute the Dyna for like a Caius or something. Yep, Caius is Ryan's Caius. So Ryan's got Gorge, Miracle Fusion, so Deprison, Yada. Okay, Trap Dust Shoot. So you could set both. Standby Treeborn. He has Dust Shoot, Deprison. Sets Dust Shoot. Now, does he flip it right away? Okay, he's going to chain. And his hand is Double Miracle, which I think is dead. Vanity's Fiend and Gale. So you probably get rid of the Vanity's Fiend. Yeah, you get rid of Vanity's Fiend. See, this is why... This is, like I said this in previous videos. The Frog Hero deck, out of every deck gets hurt by Dust Shoot. But that deck in particular, I think Dust Shoot hurts it the most. Because look, I've seen these hands way too many times. Heck, yesterday, I played against a Frog Hero player, and I Dust Shoot him, and he had 2 dead miracles. It's like, I joked in the past about playing 1 miracle in my Frog Hero deck. Okay, so Ryan's got Miracle, Brain Control, Caius. So do you want to Caius him here? Okay, so you get rid of the Treeborn, and you hit him for 24. So you know he's going to Gale you next turn. You have Miracle, you have Gorge, you have Soul Release, you have Brain Control. You leave him at, what, 24? Soul Release. Okay, now, but he still has the second Treeborn in his deck. All right. So here he yeah, we knew this was gonna happen. Half the gale pass. Oh, he has torrential. Do you just pass here and let him attack into your gores? Yeah, because then you get a 13 token. He's at 24. Yeah, I think you just pass. Okay, brain control. Oh, you contribute something for gores. Okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's game. So Ryan takes game 2. And we are going to game 3. Will Ryan pull off the Legacy 2-0 and get back to the finals with Frog Heroes? So Renee's going first, game 3. E calls for Stratos. Activate Stratos. Searches Malicious Edge. Special summon Swap Frog. Swap Frog effect. Send. Let's see. Does he play around Sword? I mean, you saw it game 2, so you definitely play around it if you see it. So he chooses to send a Dupe Frog. Okay. That's interesting. Normally, some people side out the Dupe block in the mirror. So he's going to bounce back to Stratos. So Ryan's got, I believe Ryan is siding into the Hero Beat stuff. You see he has 2 dead Sparks in his hand. He's got 2 Sparks, Deep Prison, Yada, Dandelion, Wing Blast. So he sets 3, passes to Renee. Renee brings back Treeborn. What's interesting is maybe Renee sided out his Unifrog since he's playing the mirror. I mean, I would. I would 100% side out the Uni in the mirror. So bounces back Treeborn. So he's still got his extra normal. Normal summons Stratos again. Gets Ocean. Okay. And then here the Stratos gets deprisoned. Now Renee sets 2. And yeah, Ryan's hand is pretty bad. So he Yadas into another Yada. This is why I prefer Upstart to Yada. I know people are looking at me crazy because I was playing Yada in my Blackwing deck. I just think Upstart's better. I'm not saying Yada's a bad card, but I would never ever play Yada over Upstart. That's what I mean. Am I saying Yada's a bad card? No, it's not a bad card. But if I had to choose between Upstart and Yada, 100% I'm taking Upstart. All right, so here comes Swap. I know yesterday, I was playing one Yada in my Blackwing deck, and my friend Vic was looking at me like I was crazy. I'm like, dude, I've had Upstarts in my deck. They're both in my deck. I'm trying to see that whirlwind, man. All right, so here he Yadas into the 3rd Spark. Oh, man. This is why everyone at my locals stopped playing Hero Beat, because of these hands like this. But again, Ryan's converting into the Hero Beat side, which I think it's just too many cards. Like, I thought about doing this when I was like, some of you guys may remember, like last year I was playing both Frog Hero and Hero Beat, and I thought about it, but I'm like, it's too many cards. It's just, you play, in the Frog Hero engine, you play like what, 3 sub? Let's say you go the bare minimum. 3 sub, 2 swap, that's 5. 1 Treeborn is 6. 1 dupe is 7. Let's say you play the bare minimum of Frog, which is 7. You probably play 1 for 1, that's 8. You probably play 3 Caius, that's 11. So you would have to play like the bare minimum of the Frog engine. Is there anything else I'm missing? Let's say it's 11 cards. I think you probably main deck 2 Alias in your Frog Hero deck. Maybe you can pull it off. I don't know. But then game 1, you probably main deck 1 Ryza. I think you'd have to completely commit your side deck into swapping over to Hero Beat. But is there 11 Hero Beat cards is the question. Let's say you play like 3 Spark, the 3rd Alias. I don't know. I think you could pull it off. I have to see Ryan's. Is there anything else that the Frog deck needs that I can think of? No. So here, Renee tributes for Vanity's Fiend, and Ryan's whole hand is dead. But he finally drew the E-Call to make his hand live. So triple spark, miracle. Yeah, I think you have to grab alias. Yeah, E-Call for alias. He does not have access to Treeborn, so... But I'm pretty sure it's no longer in his deck, so... Let's see. I'm curious what's in Ryan's deck. He's got like T-Roar and stuff. Yeah, I think you have to grab alias, because you can also draw into Stratos off your Spark. Now, do you think Renee sided in MST or Dust against you? So here comes Wind Control. Is he just trying to do damage by doing this? What's life? Is Renee at 10k? So he T-Roars. Do you set 1 or 2? Are you afraid of Dust? Or, I mean, he could Regeki break you, so... Yeah, I think you have to set 2 here. Yeah, because he bet Renee... Okay, but if he Regeki breaks your alias, you have the 3rd Spark in your hand. Okay, this is not bad. This was the correct move, I think. Because if Regeki breaks your back row, Spark draws into Gores. Oh, but now you locked your Gores. Oh, no, that sucks. I hate when that happens. Okay, you drew Ocean. Now, you could Miracle away your Ocean, but he has 2 back rows, so I don't think it's worth it. I think you're better off just attacking. And here comes Scapegoat from Renee. Now you could Miracle if you want. Yes. Okay, now he Miracles. Yeah, you go for Ab-Zero. Because you could get Caius, then you lose, then your Miracle's dead. I mean, you can still make Gaia, but... maybe you could have risked it, but Renee has way too many cards in his hand. I think going for Ab-Zero is correct here. Yeah, Renee has way too many cards. He's drawing into a 5th card. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I think Ryan's waiting for a response from Renee, but what could he possibly have? Wing Blast? I guess Wing Blast, Karma Cut would fizzle the miracle. So he brings out Ab-Zero. He's left with 2 Sparks and a dead Gores. This is where you hope Renee MSTs your Spark. But Ryan has to keep in Gores in this. If I ever play Frogs again, I might try this. Yeah, because I know Ryan's on 1 Dupe Frog. I would do the same thing. I would play the bare minimum of Frogs. I need to look at the engine. It's like 7 Frogs minimum. 1 for 1. You still play 1 for 1. That's 8. 3 Caius, 11. Maybe 1 Rise at 12. Is there any other card that you would have to side out? No. Yeah, I think you can pull it off. But like I said, the only issue is you'd have to fully commit your side deck, and you're going to have to side that way in every matchup. Take out all your Frog cards. But one point that Ryan brought up, which is true, is like if people catch on that you're doing it, it's not as good. Like, let's say you're doing it at an RBT, online RBT. People are going to find out. And that is game. So Renee is going to his first finals on the channel. Ryan could not pull off the Legacy 2-0. Now, I think, looking back, I think Ryan could have won that first game with that brain control play. Maybe even set mirror forcing. Maybe he could have fought out of it, but you know what happens. Yeah, I think he should have brain controlled. Maybe he would have won. He would have probably won that first game. Cause yeah, I think he would have definitely won the first game. And maybe he wins game 2 or 3. We'll never know. But Renee's going to his first final. We'll see who his opponent will be. The other semifinals match will be myself versus the Sheriff. Lowe's on his return to the channel, so that one will be up next. And we'll see who Renee will face in the finals. So hope you guys enjoy that one. And check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, 1 word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.